In marriage, raising a tray, refining human oil, Miaojiangu technique, Luo Du extreme. Zhao Banxian and I were knocked unconscious by Ninkei after exposing Ninkei's true face. When I woke up again, I found myself tied up by Ninkei. The scene in front of me frightened me into silence for a long time. I saw Ninkei using the oil rice technique on the two people in the corner, collecting human oil in small bottles. No matter how the two people begged, Ninkei remained unmoved. At this moment, I also noticed that he brought the dried husk over. What is he planning to do? Ninkei held a small bottle of human oil and smiled at the two of us, saying, "See, this is our shop's signature rose essential oil. These two are human traffickers. I caught them to make oil fields, which can be considered eliminating harm for the people. But at this moment, Ninkei has completely become a demonic force." He brought the human oil in front of us and said, "Stop talking nonsense and drink the oil. I have already planted rice on both of you. When your faces become the same as mine, you can save yourselves and also save me." Suddenly, there was a loud bang, and Xiao Pengzi Zhang Qiming burst in and shouted with his phone, "You son of a bitch! Celestial Master Zhongdao is here. Who dares to cause trouble here?" Seeing someone trying to make trouble, Ninkei rushed forward in a few quick steps. Just as he was about to touch Zhang Qiming, there was a sudden sound behind Zhang Qiming, and a figure appeared with a stick, solidly hitting Ninkei's head. It turned out to be Miao Qianqian and Li Shan, who came over. Li Shan is also my old customer, and we are all friends. When brothers are in trouble, they have a responsibility in the world. When I saw them coming, I realized that I was impulsive this time. Fortunately, Miao Qianqian was observant and followed us secretly to save us. Otherwise, I don't know how big the trouble would have been. Afterwards, I walked to Ninkei and said, "Let's leave it at that. Let's not escalate the situation." At this moment, Ninkei had no more struggle in him, and he only begged me to let him hold little Xian once more. I nodded and agreed to his request. Then Ninkei walked lightly towards Xiaxin, gently stroking her hair. Seeing this scene, I suddenly felt that something was wrong. He even placed Xiaoxin's photo on the altar and performed some strange ritual. Could there really be something? The next moment, Ninkei bit his lip and kissed Xiaoxin on the face. It turned out that the seemingly lifeless Xiaoxin had actually come back to life. Seeing her beloved alive again, Ninkei appeared very excited. She didn't know where this place was, and she knew that she was already dead. How could she be alive again? Excitedly, Ninkei hugged Xiaoxin and said, "Xian Yang, I saved you. You're alive now. In this world, no one can separate us anymore." Upon hearing this, Xiaoxin appeared in great pain, holding her head and trembling, asking, "Please kill me quickly. Who did you learn dark arts from? That person is deceiving you. I will become a zombie." But Ninkei had worked so hard to bring her back to life, how could he kill her? He even smiled and said, "I won't kill you. I want to be with you forever." Pay attention to Ninkei's firm eyes. Suddenly, he showed a fierce look and said, "Then we can only die together." But Ninkei didn't mind. Instead, he hugged me tightly. "You were born after me, and I am already old when you were born. I wish we could have been born at the same time and enjoy happiness together every day." After speaking, Xiaoxin's breath changed completely. She fiercely bit Ninkei's shoulder, but he held her even tighter and refused to let go. He wants to be with Xiaxin forever. Seeing this scene, Zhao Banxian couldn't help but sigh. In this world, there's no such thing as coming back to life. A corpse is just a lingering fragment of a person's spirit. It will eventually turn into a bloodthirsty monster when attached to a body. He turned people into zombies, and now he can only bear the consequences. But Ninkei didn't feel regretful. Lying in a pool of blood, he just said, "Let's die together. Let me say one last thing to you before you come back to life. I am willing." He then took out a lighter from his pocket and threw it towards those two human traffickers. Two traffickers suddenly self-immolated and the fire began to spread around. We hurriedly ran out, with Ning tightly holding Xiuxin. His face was filled with happiness. In this way, we can be together forever, Xingyang.